guys. Today we're going to be doing another LEGO video with the Mandalorian Starfighter set. This is another Clone Wars set, and you guys seem to like the last LEGO video I did, which was just a very casual build. So I thought I'd pick up another one. This time, much bigger. 544 pieces instead of the last one's 100 something, so this will definitely take us a bit longer. But I also wanted to talk a bit about the channel and some news. So I'll talk about that once I start building, because I have a lot of building to do, so I don't want to sit here and ramble about the channel before I even get the thing out of the box. So I'll tell you what's been going on as soon as I get everything out. But let's, of course, check out the set. So this is set 75316, the Mandalorian Starfighter. It has 544 pieces. The minifigures are Gar Saxon, Bo-Katan, Kryze, and a Mandalorian loyalist. I think it would have been cool if it came with a Mandalorian Super Commando as well. So it's kind of, 2 and 2, but oh well. Here's the back. You can see we do have some, rotation, as in the show. So, we also have the stud shooter launcher things. But, anyways, let's not waste any time and just get right in. So, this is the one where you, push your thumb through like this. I never really liked these boxes. I always prefer the tape boxes. So we got quite a few more pieces than last time. Some stickers, not too many actually, which is good. Put that there, and then we have four bags. So let's of course start on bag number 1. I'll get everything out of the package and then start in with the channel update. Looks like they give you a brick separator, but I actually had my own ready, so now I have 2 at the ready. Alright, let's open up the manual. Here are all 4 bags, showing you bag 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, looks like, as with all LEGO builds, we start with a minifigure, Bo-Katan. Where is Bo-Katan's torso? There it is. Does she have a jetpack? She does have a jetpack. See if we can find that. Then 2 faces. Angry face. Happy face. But let's put the helmet on. And the antenna. And then she also comes with a replaceable hair. I think the hair kind of looks ugly. Oh, that's interesting. It's got like some double molding going on back there. Anyways. To give her blasters. And then, sorry, I haven't started with the channel update. There's Bo-Katan. Okay, now we can start with the update. So I'm just gonna build as I talk. So I guess the big news is that I am moving quite a long distance, actually, across the country, 3,000 miles. So the reason it's only been 1 video a week or so for the past couple of weeks is, well, 1, because I was working on roleplays and, making the Boba Fett costume, which took a crazy amount of time, but also because I've been packing. My apartment is like the only thing still standing, so I could shoot this video for you guys. Like all my Black Series figures, all my lab toys are all boxed up, ready to go across the country. So it's not like a change in the channel, or I guess really an update. I just want to let you guys know that for the next couple of weeks there might be not a ton of content. I'm preparing this video and one other video, so this video should be posted on October 3rd, I think. And then I have one other video planned for 1 week after that, which will be October 10th. And that is the Clone Wars character encyclopedia. So, let's see, got confused for a second there. So anyways, I guess the point I'm trying to get at here is there might be a slight pause in content, because I am planning to start the drive across the country, like 2 or 3 days before I post this video. So if you're watching this, I'm currently somewhere across America, on my way to New York. So if you're watching this, within a few days that it's posted at least. And then by the time I get there, I will post the Clone Wars character encyclopedia video 1 week after this one. So that might already be up depending on when you're watching this. And then from there, let me make sure I'm building on the screen. Okay. From there it gets a little bit iffy because, I have to get all the apartment all set up my ASMR station, my computer, get internet, all that stuff. So I'm not exactly sure how long that will take until I'm like back in action. I'm hoping only a week or two. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, if I don't post for a couple weeks, I hope it doesn't take that long, but that's why. I'm not by any means giving up on the channel or YouTube. I just, am moving my entire life across the country, so sorry for the gap in content to come. But that being said, I have a lot of content after the move that I am extremely excited about, and I wanted to chat a bit about that as well. So that was kind of I don't want to say sad, but the bad news. But now I want to chat about the good news. Not a ton to say about the build right now. We're kind of just building out the base, so but anyways, let's see, a lot of videos coming up that I'm really excited about. First of all, I got votes on the Boba Fett roleplay. I asked you guys which one or which character should I do next for a roleplay. Either Captain Rex or Thrawn. And I think they both got some votes, but Captain Rex did win by, I want to say, it was 5-3, maybe 5-4. I'll put the score on screen right now. I didn't do this right. Maybe. I'm entirely messing up this section. It would help if I read the instructions. There we go. So you're supposed to put 3 on. Boom, boom, boom. And then make it sit flush. And then that's how you know that they are, equal length. So, that's better. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? I feel like I'm missing pieces. Did I miss like a page? Oh, did I miss? Interesting. I guess we're supposed to put this on. That's weird. They almost always tell you to stick them together. Must be maybe a misprint or a miss or something. I didn't do that right. Let's see. Sorry about my LEGO skills. Maybe I'm a bit rusty. Anyways, what is going on here? Did I miss just like a bunch of steps? 10. So we got this thing. That looks identical. Okay, then 18. That looks identical. And then it's just that. I guess, LEGO. Okay, oh. I guess I just skipped there after being confused by that step. So, that's my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure if it's a misprint or maybe they just assumed you would know to put those together, but anyways, back on topic. The next roleplay will be Captain Rex, as voted for by you guys, and don't worry if you voted for Thrawn, because he'll follow shortly after. I figured I would kind of do them in somewhat rapid succession, probably like maybe 2 or 3 weeks apart. Mostly just because, like, Thrawn is a pretty easy easy outfit to put together, but Captain Rex is pretty dang hard. So I think what I'll end up doing, and this, all this work will start once I finish my move. But anyways, what I'll end up doing is, like, work on the scripts and the costumes concurrently. And, obviously, I do the costumes with my girlfriend. And since, Rex is all armor and Thrawn is all fabric and soft goods, we can definitely, tag team them or sort of do them concurrently. So Rex will be first by probably like 3 weeks, and then Thrawn will be shortly after. And then Thrawn will also be kind of an interesting one because all my role plays have been helmeted so far. Right, so I can record a voiceover and then sort of act to that, but now we'll have to be speaking live. So it'll be interesting and fun. I already have a lot of cool ideas of how I want to do it, so I'm really excited. And for Rex too, I'm definitely excited to write some new stories for those. So that was a really long-winded explanation to say Captain Rex will be the next roleplay, and then Thrawn will follow shortly after. So I guess no matter who you voted for, you'll get your vote. Let's see. Anyways, from there, let me talk about that later. I want to keep talking about videos that are definitely on the horizon, exciting stuff. Another thing that I'm extremely excited about, and I actually have it in my possession right now, but I'm waiting until after my move to unbox and do a video on, is I finally got a 3.75-inch figure scale Republic Gunship. I'll put a picture on screen right now, but I've wanted one of these for quite a while, and I finally just broke down and got one. So I got it for $300 on eBay, which is a considerable markup from retail, of course, for like a, almost 15-year-old gunship, but compared to prices that it's going for new, sealed in the box, it's pretty reasonable. So I am incredibly excited to open that up, and I feel like, I don't know, it's hard because it's like such an old line, but like I really want to army build, and not just like figures, but like have like vehicles too, where you can like have like a grand army of the Republic, and I'm 90% certain that the scale of this gunship is the same as vintage collection figures. 90% sure. So if I can do like, more creative stuff with it, like set up, diorama type things, and make like, what am I doing here? Make, like terrain and like battlescapes and things like that. Maybe I could even 3D print droids or something because I want to get ahead of myself, but you know, maybe the gunship is sort of the jumping point. I finally have like a Clone Wars era vehicle that I'm really excited about to like start putting together some like cool dioramas and mocks and whatnot. And also, like I said, I got the gunship for 300, which is still $50 cheaper than the LEGO Gunship of like roughly the same size. So, not too bad. And I think I probably will get the LEGO Gunship at some point or another. Before it sells out, of course. I've been, holding out because I know that I'm gonna be moving, or I knew I was gonna be moving for like, some time now, so I didn't want to buy a gunship, put it together, and then have to package it up and move it, because I already have a pretty big, LEGO collection that I had to bubble wrap and put in boxes. So I've kind of held off there, and admittedly, the gunship didn't excite me a crazy amount because it wasn't minifig scale. Like I said, I feel like, did I miss a step? Yeah, I think I missed this step. Like I said before, like, making dioramas and mocks and things like that really excite me. But you can't really do that if, your gunship is like twice as big as minifig scale, which is the gunship that they made. Don't get me wrong, it looks pretty awesome, but I'm just not as excited about non-minifig scale. So I probably will get it at some point, but for now, I am extremely excited to have a gunship in the scale of 375-inch figures, so cannot wait to get that out of the box and show it to you guys. Just like from the size of the box and the artwork on the box and the pictures, it looks awesome. So very excited for that. Let's see, I think I had one more thing. As far as channel updates, this is definitely the longest channel update in YouTube history, as I slowly build a Lego. That reminds me, as I go on another completely random tangent, but that's the point of these videos. I was actually hoping to let everyone know all this information in the form of a community post, kind of like a text post that you can send to your subscribers, but I actually couldn't do that, or can't do that, I should say, because I guess you actually need to have 1,000 subscribers or more to be able to do a community post, and as I'm filming this, I'm at 437. So, unfortunately, I can't do a community post. I can see why they restrict, community posting to channels until they reach a certain size, because, they want to make sure that whoever's, posting, text and stuff is like a sort of trusted YouTube partner, and like they're like making good content and like forming a good community and not just spamming YouTube with nonsense. So I do understand why YouTube has it the way it is, but it still definitely kind of sucks because I want to be able to, like, you know, let you guys know things and say like, hey, no videos for, you know, a week or two because I'm moving across the country, but you know, it is what it is. So that was a tangent, slightly irrelevant tangent, but again, that's sort of the point of these videos. I don't think you'd be watching a LEGO build if you didn't want slightly irrelevant tangents. And then, okay, the last channel update is I also, like it, I think the first video I'm gonna do after my move is the Republic Gunship, and the second video will be the Coruscant Guard. So my Coruscant Guard is on the way and will be waiting for me when I get there. In a safe location, obviously. It's not going to be sitting outside for a week and a half. I have made arrangements, but unfortunately, it couldn't come in time. If I left it at the current address, it would have arrived, I think, the day after I left. So it kind of sucks that I couldn't get that video to you guys before I moved, but that will also be something that you'll get as soon as I get back. Did this wrong. So look forward to that. Coruscant Guard and the Republic Gunship. Looks like extra pieces. Put those aside. Where does this go? There we go. And I think that's that's all of step one, or bag one. So let's, actually, I'm gonna stretch real quick. Stretch between bags. Because I'm kind of hunched over, so I'll be back in, well, a second for you, but okay, I'm back. I also, as you probably saw, opened up the second bag. I try not to talk while opening the bags because it makes loud crinkling noises and it's hard to, you know, edit both like voice and crinkles at the same time, so anyways, starting off bag 2 with the Mandalorian Loyalist. just sort of like a blackhead. But he looks pretty cool. So there's the Mandalorian loyalist in Bo-Katan. Let's see, I don't think we'll need this for now. Set that aside and start working. Let's see. Oh, one thing I'm also excited about with the move is it gives me a really good opportunity to improve my setup. My girlfriend and I currently live in a one-bedroom apartment and we'll be moving into a two-bedroom apartment. So one obviously for the bedroom, but then the other room will be crafts / ASMR. So I'm very excited about that. We're gonna have a dedicated room to both, building things like the Boba Fett armor that we built for my previous roleplay, and also I'll have a dedicated room for ASMR, so I can have a nice big table. This one is a bit on the smaller side, so like one thing, like with the gunship, if I were to do it here, I'm not even sure how I would do it, since I would have to make the camera lens, wide angle, and it would show the edges of the table, which wouldn't really matter, but it will. So I'm very excited to have like a new setup and probably get a new camera that will be easier to use and maybe a bit higher quality, and then a nice like boom arm for the Blue Yeti microphone. I currently have it clamped upside down to a shelf above me, so definitely very excited to make a more, I guess, professional setup. And then also when we made the Boba Fett armor, we just did it like in our living room and on our dining, I guess if you want to call it that, like our dining table. So definitely when you're doing like a cosplay project with like sanding, painting, all that stuff, it's definitely, kind of annoying when it's in the middle of your house and sort of you never get away from it. It's always just like a mess there. So we're very excited to have a room where, we'll do our cosplay and crafts and all that stuff on the second channel, Corellian Workshop. But at the same time, once we're finished working for the day or, weekend or whatever, because we both do have, full-time jobs, we can just close the door and, have like the rest of our apartment, so we don't have to see like clutter and mess and paint and everything everywhere. So very excited to improve the setup, and it won't just be improvements for me. Hopefully you guys should see an improvement at some point in like camera quality. One thing I really need to figure out is lighting. Sometimes I think my videos end up being like exposed weird, or guys notice an improvement there. And of course, just like, a much better setup to make videos. So I can make, more stuff, better stuff, all that. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And like I said, both my girlfriend and I do have, regular full-time jobs, or, well, I guess, as of right now, we're in the middle of moving, so we're getting new jobs, but we both have new jobs that we will be starting, so, I'd love to be able to just, focus on this channel full-time, because I really, really enjoy both making ASMR and, anything Star Wars, collectibles, crafting, all that stuff. I'd love to be able to do that just, full-time, but, definitely not near that point yet, but maybe one day, and, I'd love to be able to do it for you guys and just, turn out, great content all the time, so, bear with me, maybe one day we'll get there, you never know. I certainly didn't start this channel with that intention. Actually, if you're at all curious why I did start this channel, the reason was, I just got my first hot toy, Commander Cody, which is the first video on my channel, and I was so excited about it, but I was like, I'm so excited to take this out of the box, and whatnot, but, I almost want to, savor the joy of, unboxing a new thing and, being introduced to, a new product line, because it was my first Hot Toys. I want to, remember me opening up and whatnot, and, how, and, everything about the figure, and how it was all packaged up and whatnot, just to, look back on, to remember, so I was like, well, what if I do that in, YouTube channel format, so, if I wanted to, I could, just look back on any and all of my videos, and, what am I doing? Where is the computer screen? Anyway, so I could, look back on my videos and, watch my old unboxings if I was, curious to remember, what something looked like. Honestly, I haven't really done that. I haven't really watched any of my old videos, except for very recently. I was putting all my Hot Toys back in the package, and I forgot how a few pieces went in, so I watched the video of me unboxing it, but other than that, I haven't really watched them. But anyways, at the time, I thought, I really want to sort of catalog the experience of unboxing my, my collectibles, and I thought it was, I didn't want to be a review channel, where I do in-depth, review and analysis of a Hot Toys figure, especially because it was my first one. and I didn't know squat about hot toys yet. So, I wasn't gonna be like a big personality in front of the camera reviewing a hot toy and telling you if you should buy it or not. So I thought, well, what if I do it in ASMR format? And I've been watching ASMR for a very long time. I think, honestly, probably like 10 years now. I want to say like maybe a little less than that, maybe like 8 or 9. Definitely, I was watching it back when it was like very lo-fi and all, a pretty small community. So I think I started when I was, I want to say like 14 or 15, like freshman year, sophomore year of high school, and I'm now 24. So I think something like 10 years, but anyways, doesn't really matter that much. I guess the point is, I've always, really liked and enjoyed ASMR. And I thought, well, that's perfect because you don't have to have like a, like a plot or like a sort of, I don't want to say purpose, but like you don't have to have like a strong, like this is the point of my video and get to the point, 10 minutes, make it quick and snappy and fun. Like it's kind of chill, and you just like, just kind of chill out and relax and unbox a hot toy. And I was like, that seems perfect, because then, I can record the experience, post it for myself and others if anyone else would be interested in watching it, and I get to like actually start creating content in like I messed something up. I think I was supposed to put a single here. And this is what happens when you try to tell a story and build a Lego. Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so I thought, hey, this would be perfect. And so I made my first video, Commander Cody. And I posted it, and, it did okay. It didn't blow up or anything. It got like, I think, 40 views in the first day, which was, I was expecting like 2, so I was pleasantly surprised about that. And of course, as it goes with hot toys, I was hooked and absolutely loved Commander Cody, so decided to get Darth Vader. And made another video, and again, it did okay. Let me know down below in the comments if you saw those videos when they first came out, and if, somehow you're still here listening to me and watching me. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. But anyways, I was enjoying posting them, and at least a few people here and there seemed to sort of be interested interested in a mix of, collectibles, Star Wars, and ASMR, so I thought, hey, maybe I'll, kind of make a hobby out of this. Make it something like, instead of just like, I buy a hot toy and I record it, make some videos and have fun with it and do ASMR. So I started doing like other stuff like comic books, Black Series stuff, things like that, anything Star Wars collectibles related. And I guess here we are now. And I've also now started branching into role plays and, making stuff. So my intention with the channel is always just to make some content that, you guys enjoy, I enjoy, and just have fun and do it as a hobby. But, I've really enjoyed the process of making videos, growing my collection, crafting stuff and doing cosplay for role plays. And I sort of realized that, like, being, doing that type of stuff, at least I found was way more fun and exciting than being working in like an office. So if I could ever get to the point where, I could just make content for you guys full time, I would absolutely love that. But, I'm by no means expecting that to happen. People, at least, I find most YouTubers I watch always say, like, I made the channel not expecting really anything, and then one thing led to another, and I just kept making content. So, I started my channel just because I wanted to record myself unboxing hot toys to remember it in the future, and somehow 437 of you at this point enjoyed it enough to click the subscribe button, so thank you to each and every one of you. It means a lot that you guys enjoy my content and what I do, and that there are other people out there that enjoy a blend of Star Wars and ASMR, and I'm going to continue forward with the expectation of, like, not, I'm trying to make this my full-time job, or, make money out of this. Like, that's still not my expectation. I still think it's not, like, crazy likely. I haven't really looked into, like, numbers or analytics or anything like that. I don't know how much you make or how many views you need. I don't really know that type of stuff, but so I don't expect it to happen. But if I ever get to the point where I can just, not have an office job and just focus on making really, really good content for you guys full time. I think I would really enjoy that. But anyways, that is the story of how and why I started my channel. Long story short, it was because I wanted to document my unboxings for my personal use, and some people also decided that they liked them, so thank you to everyone who watches and enjoys my content. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see, did I have anything else pressing that I wanted to talk about? I just saw on Instagram today, if you guys are all into Black Series and have an Instagram account, you should follow Yakface. He does Star Wars, Black Series stuff, and other collectibles like Hot Toys, but mostly Black Series, like news, in-stock alerts, pre-orders, reveals, all that stuff, leaks. So I just saw today they finally announced, or revealed I should say, they revealed a Republic Commando Black Series figure. So it's probably like week-old information at this point, because I won't be posting this for 6 days, but so just saw that. I think I saw some people saying that they were annoyed it doesn't, or it uses the hunter body. Which, yeah, they got a point. It's not perfect, but I still think it looks pretty cool. So let's see. What else? Let's see, upcoming Hot Toy stuff. Coruscant Guard is on the way. I did order 2 more 501st Hot Toys. So one of them I just ordered outright, and the other one I put on payment plan, so I didn't spend too much money up front. So maybe once I get all 3 in my hands, I'll do like a posing session. And then still patiently waiting for Rex, Ahsoka, and Maul to round out the Clone Wars collection. And I hope they do more Clone Wars figures. Did I put that on? No, I think I did it right. I definitely hope they do more Clone Wars figures. I don't think I've actually seen them announce any, which is kind of a shame. There's tons of characters they could make. For example, Commander Wolf, Fives, Jesse, Echo, Grievous. I know Sideshow just made a Grievous, but Savage of Press. Tons of Savage Ventress. There are tons of Clone Wars characters, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem that they've announced any new ones on the horizon, so hopefully they do. I saw someone on, I think it was either Reddit or Instagram, saying that they didn't think that Hot Toys was going to do much more Clone Wars stuff because pre-orders were low on the, Ahsoka and Maul, and maybe Rex, and he didn't provide a source or anything, so definitely don't quote me on that. But I guess in saying that, I do find it a little hard to believe because, at least for me, Rex, Ahsoka, and Maul, and the 501st Trooper were a day one pre-order, so I was really surprised to hear that other people didn't get many pre-orders. I don't know if that's true or not, but they were saying that they don't think, or they think the reason Hot Toys hasn't done any more Clone Wars character announcements is because they didn't get a lot of pre-orders on Ahsoka and Maul, which I find really hard to believe, but I don't know. Maybe it's true. I, as you guys know, absolutely love the Clone Wars, but maybe people aren't pre-ordering them for one reason or the other. Who knows? But hopefully that's not true, and hopefully they got some reveals and announcements lined up around the corner. How crazy would a Hot Toy scale gunship be? It would be massive. It would be like the size of a minivan. I don't know, actually, maybe that'd be a little too big. Maybe the size of like a smart car. Okay. Looks like we're gonna combine these two pieces somehow. I think like this. Yeah, there we go. So then that rotates. Cool. Set that aside for a second. Almost done with bag 2. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Clone Wars figures. Hopefully they make more. Fingers crossed. Let's see, what else? Any other news or interesting stuff to talk about? Actually, how the heck do I turn this over? Like that? Sure. Have you guys watched Star Wars Visions? It came out a few days ago, but I haven't had a ton of time to watch it because of the move. I watched the first episode, and it seemed pretty neat. It's non-canon. So they have Warsy. Like I don't think it had like the Star Wars feel to it, but it was still enjoyable. Kind of a cool story. And again, it was just the first episode, so I don't want to judge a book by or a show by its first episode. You know, book by its cover, show by its first episode. So I don't want to make a judgment call based on that. But you know, my thoughts are pretty good show, pretty cool animation. The only complaint I have is it didn't feel terribly Star Warsy, and you know, that's okay. Especially since it's not canon material. You know, they have creative license to sort of experiment and try new stuff, and I think that's fun and cool. So, definitely check it out and let me know what you think. Let's see. And actually, one thing I was very confused about, and again, I guess the answer to this question can, in all honesty, kind of be, it's not canon, so it doesn't have to have like perfect continuity. But I did notice that there were, I didn't do that straight at all. Oh man, I'm destroying the sticker. Oops. Anyways, I did notice that there were like first orders to stormtroopers and Imperial stormtroopers, like in the same, I guess, troop transport, which I thought was a little confusing. I'm not sure if they were supposed to be like an actual. Oh my god, I am butchering this sticker, guys. Sorry if this is hard to watch. I'm usually like not terrible at stickers, so maybe I'm just like not trying hard enough. There we go, that's a little better. Maybe like they just like had a hodgepodge of armor because it's like kind of remnants of the Empire and the First Order. I'm not super sure what they were going for with that, but again, it's like definitely somewhat refreshing in a way that since it is non-canon, you don't have to like stress out about, you know, all the minor details. You can kind of just watch like a unique, fun story set in the Star Wars universe, and that's it. So I think the show is good for that. Sorry, I was like holding my breath there. Let's pop the canopy thing on. There we go. Pretty typical LEGO Star Wars deal. Okay, let's flip this guy over. Keep going. other shows, like Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mandalorian Season 3. I haven't heard anything about those, so no news there. I think the only thing I've heard, which is not really news. Oh, looks like we finished that. Let's get the next bag out. Okay, there we go. Let's see, looking like an hour 16 right now, so I'll try to pick up the pace a little bit. Let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the only news that I've seen about upcoming shows is, I guess, Ewan McGregor, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi, said that filming on Obi-Wan Kenobi has wrapped up and he believes that it won't disappoint. So that sounds very exciting. Very interested to see how the show goes. Let's see here. How does this guy attach? Looks like we go through like that, and then this goes through here. Then we have that. Cool. Okay, time to build a wing. I'm assuming the build is just going to be symmetrical from this point forward. So hopefully we can go nice and fast and knock it out of the park. But yeah, I don't have any other noteworthy news or information to discuss, to be honest. Let's see, I think I missed a piece yet. There we go. I feel like I built the Mos Eisley Cantina back when it first came out, and the steps were like this, where you have like 5 to 10 very small pieces, and it's very easy to forget pieces if you don't get them all first and then put them on. So that step definitely reminds me of this. I also anyways, I was saying I also need to figure out, I guess, I don't really have any choice with editing this video other than to rewatch the whole thing, because there might be like louder, annoying sounds, like, you know, if a Lego piece goes on too hard, like it just did, and makes a big pop. I feel like it's like my worst nightmare that someone's watching my video for like sleep or relaxation, and they finally fall asleep, and then they're finally woken up by like the crack of like a Lego piece going on. So I guess I'm also incentivized to go quick here, because whatever, you know, I do building the Lego, I'm gonna have to watch back while editing it. So I did that wrong. I think the like ultimate Lego video would be if I built the Millennium Falcon or like Gunship or something like that in ASMR fashion. Obviously, I wouldn't do it all in one sitting. I'd probably do it over a few nights, maybe a week or something. And then that would not be a fun one to edit. But, you know, maybe for like a 500 or 1,000 subscriber special, I'll do something like that. Just post like a 10-hour ASMR Lego video. So we're building out the wing here. See if I can think of something else to talk about. Let's see. I guess I didn't talk about the set at all. So this is the Mandalorian Starfighter from Clone Wars. So this is like the sort of starfighter that we see it, I think, throughout the Clone Wars, earlier seasons included, but we see it a lot in Season 7 as well, and, you know, that's kind of what they're going for here, with Coruscant and the Maul Super Commando outfit. So definitely a cool vehicle, and I think noises like that, like, I think I would, I'll have to edit that out. Like, you know, loud pops and clicks and snaps of Lego pieces. So, if you didn't hear anything there, or if you heard like a muffled, quiet sound, it is because I edited it out, but in real life, it was quite loud. Let's see here. I feel like I had some other stuff to talk about, which I'm now completely drawing a blank on. So, maybe we can just do some fast, silent building for a minute or two. How the heck does this go? It's a bit weird. Oh, actually, that reminds me, I just like, sometimes when my neighbors walk, I like can feel the vibrations in the ground, and that reminded me, I live in Southern California, which, if you know anything about Southern California, it is, you know, the earthquakiest place in the United States. Luckily, in the number of years I've been here, there's never really been a big earthquake. I've gotten, you know, about a half a dozen or so of like small ones and like one or two like kind of ones that you're like a little bit scared. You're like, oh, that's shaking quite a bit. But luckily I've never had like a big one where I live. So anyways, the point I was trying, or what I'm getting at is, right after, like literally, probably 10 seconds, maybe 10 or 20 seconds after I finished filming the Boba Fett roleplay, there was a fairly small earthquake, but still, like, you know, noticeable. You know, you noticed shaking and whatnot, and it was literally like 10 seconds after I finished filming, so, the Boba Fett roleplay, so I was honestly kind of disappointed I didn't catch it on camera while filming. I think that would have made like an awesome, like, end credits or like blooper type deal of like, I'm like in character as Boba Fett, and all of a sudden I like cut off and I'm like, oh, there's an earthquake right now. We interrupt this ASMR roleplay with a random earthquake. It was a fairly small one, but one thing that, you know, I notice is that I have IKEA Detolfs for my hot toys, you know, to keep them clean and dust free and everything, and like safe. And the doors aren't the most secure thing in the world. which is like not a knock on IKEA because they're really good display cases and they're fully glass for only $60, which is awesome. But the doors are like a little bit rattly. So if there's like an earthquake, I can hear you'll hear like the door of the glass cabinet rattling. So luckily, surprisingly even, none of my hot toys fell over during the earthquake. Quite a bit of shaking. Iron Man was teetering quite a bit, I saw that. But no one fell over, which was kind of surprising. I think I might have missed a piece, maybe. I think I missed a piece here. I must have missed it from a while ago. Let's see. Yeah, I just missed it right here. And another crazy thing I saw, or maybe not crazy, but still kind of cool, is that I just finished filming the video, so naturally, I picked up my phone, and like when I picked it up, like a few seconds later, I saw a notification pop up on my screen that said like expect shaking, like a whatever magnitude earthquake has been reported in your area. And I was like, what? And then like a second and a half after I read that, like, the shaking started. So I just thought that was like kind of cool that like Google knew about an earthquake and gave me a notification for it before, there was even any shaking at all. And like, it's kind of neat, like technology wise, but like, it's not like, a perfect, thing. It's not like it predicted it like a few minutes in advance. Like if it was a really big earthquake, you wouldn't have time to react. Like I was still kind of processing the notification and trying to figure out, like, expect shaking, like what does that mean? What are they talking about? So it was neat, but if it was like a big earthquake, it wouldn't, like, I feel like I'm missing, there we go. If it was like a big earthquake, it wouldn't be, beneficial or anything, I don't think. Just because of like how fast it happened. But still, it was neat. There we go. So, that was my random tangent story about how I was like 10 seconds from catching an earthquake on camera while filming my Boba Fett roleplay. I think we're almost done here. Maybe a little bit longer. That's another sound that I'll have to edit out, me dropping things. is like every other minute. So I think I've been a little bit better. Let's see, adding the Technic pieces, which of course makes it all nice and strong. And of course I did it out of order, like I normally do. So we are supposed to get one of these guys and one of these guys. It really helps to read the instructions, you know. Okay. I think the rest of this will probably just be adding like reinforcement to the wing. Oh, we have a job for the brick separator. Oh. I feel like they need to make one without that. There we go. I should have put this guy in first. Like that. And then this guy. Then this guy. Then this somewhere around here. Right here. Okay. More supports on the underside. Cool, there we go. Then big pieces here. Let's see, this goes all the way up here. Another one. And then this guy, like that, and this, no, helps make it way stronger. So, nice and strong and stiff, so it doesn't fall apart. Looks like got one of these guys here, there, and fan of like the, stud shooters and flick fire missiles and all that stuff. But Lego's something for all ages, I think. So I don't mind that they, throw them on and like stud shooters and whatnot, because some adults build Lego, some kids build Lego and play with them, so maybe some adults do. But I've never really used the play features, like the missiles and shooters and whatnot, but for the kids that enjoy Lego, I'm sure they like them, so I don't mind them. The only time that I don't love it is if the stud shooter compromises the design and makes it look not that great. Like the ATRT from the 501st Battle Pack, for example. Like that stud shooter made the gun look kind of weird. Like it's supposed to be kind of a long barrel, and the stud shooter made it look like really short and stubby. So, not great, but again, it doesn't really bother me that much, Like I said, Lego's for anyone and for all ages, and if they add features and shooters and whatnot to appeal to their younger fans, it's whatever. I don't really mind, and the beauty of Lego is that if you don't like it, then you can change it yourself. It's pretty easy and cheap to take that stud shooter off and replace it with something else that, you think looks better, so I personally have no problem with play features and stud shooters. Let's see here. Almost done with this wing, and I think we're gonna do pretty much the exact same thing except mirrored on the other side. So I think for this video I will just keep on chugging, but let me know in the comment section down below if maybe you'd prefer like a time lapse or just skip mirrors entirely. But I'll just do it like normal for now. Okay, I think that's just about everything. Where's the sticker? almost there. Just one more wing. Let me open up the next bag. Okay, let's start with the minifigure. So there he is, Coruscant. And he does have a head. So I've always thought his armor was awesome looking. Anyways, let's just keep cruising along with the build here. We're at the 1 hour and 50 mark. So I don't think my original 2-hour estimate will be too far off. Here we go. Okay, now we can crush out the last wing here. Hopefully we can do it a little bit faster, but who knows? Knowing me, I'm gonna try to do it so fast that I make a bunch of mistakes and have to redo stuff, so I'll try not to do that. No promises, though. Okay. noises that don't, or that sound bad. Let's see. Oh, I guess. I don't know why, but army building is really on my mind. I guess just because of the gunship. Not the LEGO Gunship, the 375-inch scale gunship that I bought. Has really got me excited about like building armies and dioramas, and I do think LEGO would be a really great medium for that. But I do love LEGO, but I will say I do think I kind of prefer the more realistic look of, like action figures, like Hasbro action figures, over LEGO minifigures, and, certainly not trying to diss LEGO anyway. As you guys know, I have a reasonably decent sized LEGO collection, and obviously we're working on a LEGO right now, but I love the idea of having like a massive action figure army, figures and vehicles, and for both sides as well. I don't want just like a tons of clones and Republic stuff. Like, I also want separatists to oppose them. So we can have like more of a like kind of one army versus the other. And like from what I see on eBay, it seems like 2008 to like 2014, maybe a little bit earlier, was like great for that, because you could get like all these vehicles and figures at retail price, just like in stores. Like, you could go to Walmart or whatever, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong if you were collecting at that time, but like there would just be a gunship in stock, and there would be like bags filled with Star Wars figures, and you could just go in and like pick up a few clones, and like, a Captain Rex would just be sitting there waiting. Like, that's what I would absolutely love, and just build like a huge army and whatnot. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like any line of action figures outside of LEGO you can really do that, right? Like Black Series, they're getting, a bit more expensive, but that's not a huge deal. Like, the bigger deal is availability, to be honest. Like, there's no walking into stores buying a couple of 501st Troopers for your army, and then heading home. Like, if you don't have, like, a number of 501st pre-orders put in on, like, day one of the reveal, you're not getting them. Like, you will never, at least, this is my experience in Los Angeles, maybe it's different elsewhere, but, like, if you don't pre-order or, like, actively hunt on day one of release, then, like, you're essentially not getting a figure. Or should I say, you just go to eBay. And that's definitely really frustrating. And I've been looking a lot on eBay at, like, the old, like, late 2000s, early 2010 era figures. And, I'm, like, all tangled up in my cord here. There we go. And, you know, maybe I'm just, like, looking at the past, like, oh, it was so much better back then, but I don't know, it just seems like there's so many vehicles and figures, and, like, they just made so much stuff from the Clone Wars and whatnot, and to me that just seems really excited, and, you know, that just seems really exciting, and I'm sad that we don't have that today. You know what, I'm not sure what it is, but they just don't stock in stores anymore, and I really don't know why. Maybe if someone has a good understanding, but, like, I go to Target, and their Star Wars section has, like, 2 mission fleets, which are, like, kind of the cartoony, like, odd proportion looking figures and vehicles, and then, like, 5 Grogu dolls. And, like, that's it for Star Wars, and, like, the rest of the Star Wars pigs are taken over by Masters of the Universe figures. And, like, I don't really know why, because, like, maybe Hasbro is just, like, slowly abandoning, like, brick and mortar stores and just trying to go entirely online, but it's also not like, you know, things are always in stock online either. Like, if you don't pre-order within, like, the first hour or so, like, you're not gonna get it. So, I see, like, you know, back before I was collecting, I see, like, people's pictures of, like, a Toys R Us aisle, and it's, like, chock full of figures and vehicles and all sorts of, like, stuff, and it definitely looks awesome, and I'm sad that's not still the reality today. Maybe that's, like, because of the pandemic. I'm not sure. That could be the case, and maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. But if anyone knows why, definitely interested to hear your thoughts. But anyways, that's kind of a tangent. Which should be, like, my catchphrase. I think that's gonna be my catchphrase for this LEGO building series. Anyways, it's kind of a tangent. But anyways, the point is that I really want to, like, army build action figures. best bet to do that is to buy vehicles off of eBay from retired lines for like several $1,000, or not $1,000, for like several $100 price markups. But that being said, it still really does excite me. Because I was like, when I was deciding to buy the gunship, I was also shopping around a bit, and I saw like tons of vehicles. I saw Arc 170, Vulture droids, some like separatists, like the one of those like droids called with like the sphere and like the four legs. I can't think of the name right now, but I saw those. Like there was all sorts of vehicles, and that just seems like super exciting. So I'm very excited to like dip my feet into that realm, and maybe like build some armies and dioramas and stuff. And it's just the unfortunate reality is that, if you want to do that, like the only real option is eBay. Like you literally can't buy these things. Like for retail, you just have to go to the secondary market and accept whatever prices they give you. So that kind of sucks, but I was looking for this piece. That kind of sucks, but it's the reality of it right now, and you just gotta deal with it, because it's not, like, at the end of the day, it's not something worth getting stressed out about, because the minute your hobby, like collecting or whatever you're doing, starts stressing you out, you gotta reevaluate, because the whole point of the hobby and collecting is to bring you joy, and if it's stressing you out more than bringing you joy, definitely need to step back. That's my 2 cents at least. Very excited to get into the vehicle collecting world, but I'm scared of the prices for sure, and wish there was like a retail option, but I don't want to hold out for re-releases of like a gunship, an Arc 170, attack shuttle, all that type of stuff, because first of all, who knows if they're ever coming, and second, even if they do come, who knows what the availability may or may not be. So, also, I will say, I'm pretty sure that they changed the build for the second wing. Like, I feel like I'm doing stuff in a different order, and I think they did that to more interesting for the builder, but in all honesty, I kind of feel like I'm going crazy. Because I'm like, I swear I didn't build it like this. Or did I? So I think, I suspect they did it to, try to keep the builder more interested, but I kind of wish they didn't. But anyways, as you can see, we're almost at 2 complete wings. I'm assuming that the difference in instructions was intentional. Maybe they told 2 people to make the instructions for the wing. Just let them have at it, and they just printed both. One got one, the other got the other. Maybe, who knows? Probably not. And doing the, let's see, attachment pieces now. Yeah, because I think this is all flat. And then we added all the supports at the bottom, so it is definitely different. I'm not crazy. Or maybe I am crazy, and you guys are like, what is this guy talking about? That's also a very real possibility. We're almost at 2 hours and 15 minutes, so just a few pieces left here. We're in the home stretch here. Hopefully someone out there is still watching, but if not, that's okay. I'm still enjoying myself. Rambling about how I want an army build. And building some Lego. Silently. Oh, can't seem to get the piece in there. I'm gonna take this one off. There we go. Pro Lego tips. If a piece isn't going on, just take the one next to it off. That will never cause any problems, right? Who knows? Cool. And the stud shooter, or flick fire missile. Let's see. Where does this go? Up here. Also, oh no, it's on the top side. I was thinking about the sticker, but I realized it doesn't go on this side. More loud noises I'll have to edit out. Okay, then flip it back around. I've run out of things to say. And I feel like talking about the build is redundant since we've already done this once. So, I guess at the 2-hour and 16 mark, my brain needs time to recharge before I can continue rambling. But that's okay, because we are very nearly complete. Where does this go? Right there. Slope goes right here. Got this wedge thing. Goes right there. And where do you think this two by one goes? This is a definite Where's Waldo situation. Oh, right there. Okay, just the sticker and then we're done. There we go. And then pop it together. There we go. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see, stud shooters. Is that supposed to do anything? There's the finished product. So you can put the wings up. the cockpit. Throw in Bo-Katan and close it up. And turn it into flying mode. And away she goes. So, definitely a neat build. Some cool looking minifigures. And the outcome, I think, looks quite nice, so I'm definitely happy with this guy. Let's bring our minifigs back. But anyways, there is the Mandalorian Starfighter. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely a longer video than the last one, and much more rambly, so let me know what you thought, and if you have any feedback, suggestions, or video requests, as always, I'm open to it. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks everyone for watching.